Hello everyone, welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Commander review. We are in the Time Spiral Time Shifted set, which is a set all about reprints. So all of these commanders I have made previous videos on, kind of the primer videos on, at least once prior to this. This video is mostly going to focus on two new deck ideas that you can build around with Solkanar the Swamp King. Really fun card, very unique card in its color identity because it's like a life gain commander in Grixis colors, which is very cool. So again, I'm not going to go into too much depth about the card. I'm not going to talk about too much about its rules other than the fact that there have been no updates to the rules for this commander. However, I am going to talk about two new deck ideas. So this first one is going to be a very much simply just a Voltron deck. You want to take advantage of Solkanar's Swamp Walk so you can deal lots of damage to your opponents and win the game quickly. And with things like Vorpal Sword in your arsenal, that could be done as early as a single attack with a bunch of mana, which is very cool. But some of the fun things you can do with this is, since you are in Grixis, Blue has tons of ways to manipulate lands and what type they are, so you can always guarantee that you're going to have Swamp Walk. But even Red, as you can see here, also has a little bit to manipulate land types, so that way you can constantly get combat damage to your opponents. And then lastly, I don't know why that transitioned like that. There we go. Lastly, and probably more tricky to build around, but then again not terribly tricky because you are in three colors, is a Colors Matters deck where you want to play Grixis, you want to expand, and you want to take advantage of the fact that you're in three colors, but you also want to continuously trigger off Solkanar's ability. So you want to play as much black as possible so you can gain a lot of life. One of the great things about Magic's history is Ravnica. Some of the early days of Ravnica have Colors Matters cards. As you can see here with Ashmore Liege, the original Lorwyn and Shadowmoor block of sets had cards that cared about Colors Matters. The original Alara block cared about things that had Colors Matters. And then there's like a tiny little bit in Lord of the Rings that has Colors Matters in it. So a lot of fun here, a lot of ways that you can have black spells so you can gain life off it, but still take advantage of the fact that you are three colors. You should be able to find enough cards to build a functioning deck. I don't know exactly how powerful it'll be, but it should be synergistic so you are feeling like you're playing a good game of Magic. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this idea. And that is going to do it for Solkanar the Swamp King. Still a really cool and unique commander, especially in the Grixis colors. It is expensive, it can be threatening because of the Swamp Walk. Just bear all of that in mind as you're building with this commander, but it is really fun, and lots of different deck ideas you can build around with it. So let me know in the comments down below if there's anything I missed, and thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!